Welcome to this video about the blueprints overview. As with the other tabs, this is also focusing on what you have selected in the left sidebar. And I'm currently in CloneDesk. I'm in the project CloneDesk 2 IT, and I'm in the channel All. And now I see all the different blueprints that I can start. This is different for every user, and this I will show you in a second. But I, as a user, can start all these. This one I cannot start because I don't have enough rights to do it. I can't do this one because I don't have enough rights to do it. And but I can still start quite a few. And if I say like, I'm looking for a specific WordPress thing zum Beispiel, for example, I can just search for WordPress and say, what kind of public blueprints are there? For example, this one, Realize WordPress Design, sounds pretty intriguing. It's not created by myself, and I can still have a look and see what's inside of it. So there are a bunch of tasks inside of it, 25 tasks that need to be done. Create first draft, get feedback. So that's might be a legit blueprint that I can use to realize a WordPress template or WordPress design. Now, one thing I have to mention is that, as with the other things, also the blueprints that you can see depend on the channels. So if I just say features, then this will just give me access to CloneDesk blueprints that are actually tagged with the channels, with the channel #1 feature suggestion, right? So I can see that right here. Also, the channels have direct influence on what I can start in the start workflow up here. This is the same button that you also see here. You have this up here. It's just a way to start blueprints a lot faster. So normally, for example, in CloneDesk IT and also in the other channels, these are the two most important blueprints that we start, and we want to have access to them immediately. I don't want to search for them. I don't want to do anything about that. I want to start them right away. So up here, you always find the 5 most important blueprints in the project that you have currently selected. For example, if I go to CloneDesk Marketing, I will see different workflows that I can start. This channel is not here. So, for example, here I have a lot of videos that I create. I can have a task with confirmation. I can create text, stuff like that, right? So that's my most important stuff up here. Also, you can use the search bar up here if you already know a specific blueprint and you want to start that. For example, I want to have an IT ticket in here. I can just search for IT ticket and I can just start any of these. I cannot edit them because I don't have the rights for that, but I can still start them. Now, let's talk about user rights, because one thing is that you have to make sure that people don't randomly start blueprints in your organization or in your project that are actually not allowed to do that. So I have created a test user to show you what we can do there. Right, here we are. This is the test user, and it's in the MF Personal. So he got an onboarding and stuff like that. He's called test, and he can see all the workflows that are there. He can even view them and say like, hey, Mr. Manager, I would like to get access to this blueprint because I really need it for my work. So he can search for it, but he only has access to the Schulung, like education channel in this organization. So if we can just use the channel. So here you see, these are all the Schulungen, all the educational videos and things that he can use and start and learn from. And the same applies, of course, to the marketing and so on. So the user here he's a worker. He is a normal user in the MF Personal organization, and he has access or preferred rights to the channel Schulung and to the channel, I think, onboarding, for example, right? So in those channels, he can pretty much do whatever he wants to. If I don't want that, and if I want to restrict it, I can just say that these blueprints, they only have the channels, for example, HR department. Then the HR department can start them, but and he cannot start them, but he can work on them because the individual blueprint elements have the correct channels applied to them, so he can work on them. Yep, so I think that's pretty much it. If you start blueprints, I think I've shown that in a different video already. You can always choose the priority, which will then sort it into the workflows. And yeah, you can build your own blueprints if you need to or if you want to, and then you can use them throughout CloneDesk in your own organization, in your work organizations, and so on, to structure work, to be faster, to be, yeah, to just be better and improve on a daily basis like we do using CloneDesk. All right, have fun with this.